Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. It's Paydirt review time again, and this time we're going to be re-reviewing Klesh Gold, and more specifically, his raw bag. Klesh says this is an unsearched Paydirt with no set amount of gold. However, he does add a set amount of gold. He's just not telling you how much he's adding. In my opinion, if a seller is adding gold but doesn't tell you how much gold they're adding, then it's usually because they don't want you to know what the ROI is. And it's usually because it's really low. I'm not a fan of Paydirts that don't have a set guaranteed amount of gold. And if only there was a reviewer out there with 250,000 subscribers to have warned me about buying Paydirt with no set amount of gold.
Another red flag, just like the previous two, they guarantee gold, but they don't guarantee a minimum specific amount. So that's a big red flag for any Paydirt product. Although we are unable to guarantee what you find in your purchase, there is potential to find gold such as nuggets, pickers, flakes, specimens, blah, blah, blah. So of course that is the biggest red flag whenever there's not a guaranteed minimum amount of gold. Remember that. There's a big difference between guaranteed gold and guaranteed minimum amount of gold. Because guaranteed gold, they can say that on the description and give you 3 or 4 little flakes, charge you $30, and then you got $3 worth of gold. So regardless what they say on the website, there's one thing that sticks out that is the biggest red flag of all, and that is there's no guaranteed minimum amount of gold. Always make sure, I'll say it again, make sure that there's a guaranteed minimum amount of gold in any Paydirt product that you decide to purchase.
Oh, my mistake. There very clearly is someone who does state to not buy from any seller who doesn't guarantee a set amount of gold in their bags of Paydirt. And in case you didn't know, that was Klesh himself telling all of his subscribers not to buy a bag of Paydirt unless it has a guarantee. And yet here he is selling a bag of Paydirt with no guarantee. But it's okay because Klesh says in his description that his customer asked him to. They said, please, can you make a bag of Paydirt with an even lower ROI than the ones you already have? If I remember right, Klesh about a year ago sent out an email claiming he had sold over 10,000 bags of Paydirt, and this is what his customers are asking for. Smaller bags with less gold, and they don't want to know how much gold is in it. They want to be surprised when they get ripped off. That's what his customers are asking for. None of them asked for more gold or a higher ROI. I'm going to put up on the screen right here all of Klesh's Paydirts and all the guaranteed minimum ROIs. And as you can see, they range from 36% for his crumbs bag to a high of 66% for his 1 gram bag. So again, nobody asked for a higher ROI. 66% is the cap. Now, I try not to ever talk about other sellers while I'm reviewing a particular seller, but in this case, I think it warrants it. So I'm also going to put on the screen over here some of the recommended sellers on my website, millerprospecting.com. And yeah, you can find some good sellers over at millerprospecting.com. Now, as you can see, they do have some sellers that sell half-gram bags, gold nugget sales, and Culver Prospecting, and both of them have a much higher ROI than the Klesh Gold half-gram bag, 10% and more. And there also is several 1 gram bag sellers that, again, are at least 10% higher than the Klesh Gold. So you are paying more and getting less if you buy from Klesh. And again, his customers asked for less gold and a lower ROI. I don't understand that, but back to this bag. This bag costs $10, and shipping on one bag is also $10. So $20 for a 1 ounce bag of unsearched Paydirt with no guaranteed set amount of gold. This reminds me of another seller that has a $20 bag of Paydirt with no guarantees and is hated by most Paydirt buyers and considered a scam. And this is it. Golden Paydirt's bag. Don't worry though, because Golden Paydirt has always promoted itself because it offers bonus bags where you can find nuggets and pickers and even extra gold if it's in a unsearched bag of Paydirt with no guaranteed set amount of gold. Whereas Klesh Gold's, it also has a bonus bag where you can find nuggets, pickers, and extra gold. Just like Golden Paydirt. But let's just flash up the description for this raw bag of Paydirt, go to the overhead, and check it out a little bit closer. As you saw, a pretty basic description. It tells you where the material is from and how much material you'll be getting. It also has a lot of warnings about not to expect gold, but how you might find gold. It reads a lot like Golden Paydirt's descriptions. In fact, if you read this one part in his description, it says, while these bags do not contain a minimum guaranteed amount of gold, I can't guarantee a maximum amount of gold either. These bags are 100% exactly what I mine in nature, and there's no way to know if there's only a bit of flour gold or a nugget or two in this raw material. So he's trying to tell you there is a chance there might be a nugget or two naturally occurring in this 1 ounce of material. And what's funny though, is if you go to any of his descriptions for any of his other Paydirts, he says it's the exact same material. He says it's concentrates from a gold-bearing area. So his 1 gram bag is the same dirt as the raw bag, and yet he doesn't tell you you can find a nugget naturally in his 1 gram bag. He doesn't tell you can naturally find a nugget or two in his half gram bag, quarter gram bag, or any of his other bags. He only makes a claim in the bag that he doesn't put any set amount of gold in. So for some reason, if he's not adding gold to it, it's richer dirt. Golden Paydirt, this is just somebody making up stuff to try and convince you that you might find something extra in your bag of Paydirt that you're not going to find, unless it's a bonus bag. So that's why I got 10 bags of Paydirt from Klesh Gold to try and see if I could get a bonus bag, and I did. This one is a bonus bag. I had my secret shopper reach out to Klesh to ask him. I went through all the serial numbers on the back to see if any of them were a bonus bag, because Klesh does keep track of every single bit of gold he puts in every single bag. That's why he puts a serial number on the back. So if you text him or call him or email him and complain, I didn't find all the gold, he can look at the serial number and tell exactly how much gold was added to that bag of Paydirt. So it is a very set amount of gold that he is adding to each one of these bags of Paydirt. He's just not telling you. And I'm sure there's a reason why he's not telling you, but we're going to find out. Let's start weighing these bags up to see. We'll weigh up a couple of them. This is a non-bonus bags. All of these are non-bonus bags. This is the only bonus bag. We'll weigh these up. 1.6, and then the bonus bag, 1.5. So I guess you can't weigh them up to see if you got a bonus bag, but this is a bonus bag. Now, one of the things in his description, he does say 1 in 10 is a bonus bag, but that does not guarantee you that you will win a bonus if you buy a bag, if you buy 10 bags like I did, because he could theoretically make bag 1 a bonus bag and he could make bag 20 a bonus bag. It would still fit in that criteria of 1 of 10. And if you happen to buy the 18 bags in between those, bag number 2 through 19, you would have 18 bags of Paydirt with no bonus. While one person who just happened to buy 1 bag at number 1 and the person who bought bag number 20 will get bonus bags. And also, since he does mark serial numbers on these bags, and I'm not saying he does this, but he could easily take all those serial numbers and put them on a separate shelf and only pull those bags out for certain customers or people he likes. There is no guarantee. That's one of the problems with bonus bags. There's no guarantee. Even if somebody says 1 in 10 is a bonus bag, there's no guarantee, and he doesn't guarantee that you will get one if you buy 10 bags. In fact, I saw somebody on Facebook did post that they bought 10 bags and none of them were a bonus bag. But let's open up one of these bags. We'll open up one of these. We're not going to open up the bonus bag. Well, maybe we'll open up the bonus bag too. We'll open up one of these bags, see what they look like. Where's my trusty scissors? So this is, again, the normal material from Klesh. I will rinse these bags out, and then we will open up the bonus bag as well and see if there's any real difference. We actually cut it past the seam. So, no magnetics in this one. Bonus bag. Bonus bag has a little bit of magnetics. I guess they both have about a little bit. So, a little bit of magnetics, not much. I can see a couple little pieces of gold in this one. Not really in this one. All right, I'm going to go pan these two out. I'm not going to pan out these other ones on camera. I'm going to pan them out off camera. We're going to come back. I will show you how much gold is in each one of these bags, from the non-bonus bags to the bonus bag. I'm also off camera going to pan this out and see how much gold's in it as well. Well, finished panning out all 10 of those bags of Paydirt, and they were really tough to go through, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For right now, as you can see, I have all the gold laid out. This is the bonus bag, and these were the 9 bags of Paydirt that weren't the bonus bags. And we're going to weigh up the bonus bag first, because that's the one I'm really curious about what a bonus bag has in it. Well, actually, I'm curious to see what all of them have in it, but this was just the bigger one, so start with that. 0.320 grams out of the bonus bag. And again, I know it was a bonus bag because I had my secret shopper email Klesh to find out if any of them were a bonus bag, and that one was labeled as a bonus bag. And this was the bag that I recorded, filmed, panning, and it is not a bonus bag. As you can see, there is very little gold in all these bags of Paydirt. But let's weigh up the non-bonus bags. So this is what the average person will get. 9 out of 10 customers are pretty much going to get this. 0.030 grams of gold out of a regular bag that wasn't a bonus bag. Let's weigh up some of these other ones. This one. .55. So it's looking like you get 0.25 to 0.5, 0.25 to 0.05 on average out of these bags of Paydirt unless you hit the bonus. 0.035. And let's just weigh it all up and see what I got out of 10 bags total. And let's add in the bonus bag. So essentially, based on what I weighed up the bonus bag, it looks like if you buy 9 bags, you'll get the same amount as if you got the bonus bag. So there you go, 6.20 grams of gold out of 10 bags. But just so you can see, now again, we got on average, or I got on average 0.025 to 0.050 out of each of the non-bonus bags. Here is the golden Paydirt. This is what I got out of the $20 golden Paydirt bag. 0.1. 2 to 4 times as much than out of one of the Klesh gold bags. Ugh. Now for these raw bags from Klesh Gold, they're pretty difficult to go through. While there's only 1 ounce of material, probably half of it is black sands and not very much of it is magnetized. So it's pretty difficult. Plus almost all the gold, if not all the gold, will be -40. So for a beginner, I would give this a hard. For an advanced painter, I would give it medium, but it's pretty high up on the scale. But for an expert painter, this is medium as well, but pretty low on the scale. Really, the most difficult part about this Paydirt is going to be deciding whether you should cry or laugh after being ripped off. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Well, before that, I have 2 things to say. First off, when I first shot my intro to this video, I thought I might be being a little bit too harsh. Typically, I try not to say anything too negative about a seller until I've panned them out and got the ROIs. But in this case, I think I wasn't harsh enough. This stuff is just bad. It's a bad bag of Paydirt. It is nothing more than a scam. It is just a ripoff. No matter how you look at this Paydirt, it is a ripoff. Based on my results, an average bag of this, and I've done 330 reviews. This is review number 331. Out of those 331 reviews, an average bag of this Paydirt would probably be in my lowest 10 ROIs I've ever gotten. And I've done some horrible Paydirt, some absolute stinkers off of eBay, foreign countries, just absolute stinkers. And this would be in those top 10 of worst sellers. But let's just get to the ROI and the review, and let me flash up all those numbers up on the screen, and we'll start reading them off. I broke this down into 4 categories. I did a regular bag, and this is if the first bag that I panned out, that was a non-bonus bag where I recovered 0.03 grams. The second column is the most I got out of a non-bonus bag, which is 0.055 grams. The bonus bag was 0.320 grams, and all 10 bags. That's the fourth column. Now, again, these were all the raw bags. There was no guaranteed set amount of gold. The cost per bag is $10. The cost of shipping per bag is $10 if you only buy one. In my case, I bought 10, so it cost me $20 in shipping. So if you would have bought just one bag and got a 0.03 grams, you'd have paid $20 for it. Even the bonus bag, if you were lucky enough to buy one bag and pay $20, even if it was a bonus bag, this is the column is number 3. So we're going to go through all 4 of these. Now, in the regular first bag, I recovered 0.030 grams. The gold spot on all these is $69.36. The gold value was $2.08. $2. Somebody would probably pay $20 for this bag of Paydirt for $2 worth of gold. ROI on that? 10.40%. 10%. A 10% ROI. Now let's say if they got a really good bag, 0.055 grams worth $3.81, 19.05% ROI, or on my scale, a 1.9. Now if you were very, very lucky and you got that bonus bag, and again, there's no guarantee that even if you bought 10 bags, you will get a bonus bag. So, there's no guarantee you're ever going to get a bonus bag. It's one of the reasons I dislike bonus bags because, technically he could never put any bonus bags out and nobody would know. But even if you got a bonus bag, which I did, I got 0.320 grams worth $22.20, giving me an ROI of 111%. Now, all 10 bags, I paid $120 for it. I recovered 0.620 grams worth $43. ROI, 35.83%, or on my scale, a 3.6. Now, I want to point something out here. Klesh sells a 1 gram bag for $95 plus $10 shipping. I paid $15 more and probably got about half as much gold. Anyway, fun factor. All 4 bags, no matter how you look at this breakdown, I'm giving them a 1 because this is a scam. I am not going to have fun panning out something that is nothing more than a scam and a way to take your customers' money. 1 for fun factor. Description, I'm giving them a 4. It's the same description I would give gold and Paydirt because it's nothing but a bunch of lies. Oh, it might be natural gold. You might find a nugget that's naturally occurring. In 1 ounce of the material, someone's going to find 1 or 2 nuggets. Description 4. Quantity and packaging. Oh, wow, he's getting a 9 because he actually puts it in a really pretty bag and he gives you an ounce of dirt. Customer service and shipping. Customer service 10. Shipping, I'm giving him a 6. The reason I'm giving him a 6 is because he rips off every single person with that shipping. $20 to ship 10 ounces of dirt. He could have shipped that in an envelope and it cost him $5. Even if he shipped it priority mail, is only $10. So instead, not only is he ripping you off for the little amount of gold you're getting, he's overcharging you for shipping. So customer service and shipping, he's getting an 8. Total scores, 4.6, 4.8, 6.4, and a 5.1 for what I paid. It's just, this is just horrible Paydirt. This is just some nasty, horrible Paydirt, and Klesh should be ashamed. It's just, he says his reputation and his name? Really? This is what you put out. This is what you put out. So would I recommend this Paydirt or ever buy it again? And no, I would never, ever in my life recommend this Paydirt or suggest anyone ever buy this Paydirt. This is nothing more than a scam. Oh, and just to show you, here, let me pop it back up. Let me pop this back up. And let me just show you something. This are the numbers for the golden bag of Paydirt. The golden Paydirt. Somebody that Klesh has said on air during his reviews how much he dislikes them. These are his numbers. $19.99 is what I paid for this bag of Paydirt. 0 shipping. and I found 0.10 grams of gold. Same spot, $6.94 worth of gold, a 34.72% ROI. So anyone who leaves feedback saying that this bag of Klesh Golds raw is a good bag of Paydirt that they paid $20 for and got a 10 to 20% ROI should go buy some golden Paydirt, where you will get a double to triple ROI. Again, no, I would never ever recommend this Paydirt. This is just a way for Klesh to fleece more people out of more money. It's just anyone who's leaving a comment or anything that says this is a good bag of Paydirt, I've got a bridge to sell you. This is some of the worst Paydirt I've ever panned out. And again, 330 reviews. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is a horrible bag of Paydirt. It is just taking people's hopes and their dreams, telling them that they might find something when they're not. They're never going to. The averages on this tell the truth. This is not a good bag of Paydirt. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below. And if you are a subscriber, make sure to hit that thumbs up.
There's so many rip-off companies out there, guys, and I hate to see people buy something like this as their first gold panning experience when there's so many better companies out there that guarantee a minimum amount of gold. The thing that makes me upset about it is, imagine some kid getting this for Christmas or something, and they find these 2 little pieces of gold, whereas they could, for less money, they can get a better product, like way better.